All right, so welcome to another week of Ether Rays. This is Light and Astra season. But before we get, what am I saying, Light and Astra season? Astra Anima season. But before we get into it, I just had this replay here from the last Light and Dark season that I thought was rather interesting, where we had an Ike here show up that had a ton of support, plus 10 at that, and we were just not able to take him out, which was pretty surprising. They played pretty well, actually, to be fair, in terms of just knowing how the mechanics of the game work and where to tank from, the strategies involved in that. They utilized all of those things to their advantage here, and it allowed them to win pretty easily, actually. I was so surprised by it. It just goes to show you that no matter how strong your unit is, there's still, a smart player out there that can beat your defense very easily. So really, all you have to do here is you see Frozen, and you see Ike here with the stats. Now, you would think that Ivy would have enough speed to consistently be able to outspeed this Ike, and as you can see here, I forgot to turn on the animations, so I'll just do this all over again. Just gonna restart this. But yeah, you'll see here that that is not the case with Frozen. Frozen is a really powerful status effect when combined with all of the additional status effects in the game, because it's not a visible speed increase, it's a in-combat speed increase alongside a speed decrease for the opponent. Is it really? I forget which one it does, but it affects the speed comparison, and that is the reason why Ivy here is not even getting her Brave hit, because she's not meeting the speed threshold required to outspeed this Ike. And I thought this was really interesting, that you could actually make Ike fast enough to win a speed check against Ivy and Camilla on top of that. And Camilla gets all of her stuff because of bonuses. So you'd at least expect her to be able to win speed checks, but no dice, nothing here. And of course, he baited the team outside of the low-key range, so he didn't really have to worry about losing any of his bonuses. So remember, I was mentioning the spots that a lot of people that played into this defense decided to tank from, and because of that, they ended up losing, because of Loki. This is one of those spots that is safe from the Loki problem. So, yeah, overall, well played, smart match here. Not much that you can do when you run into an opponent that knows what they're doing. And I just figured I'd show that off real quick before we get into Astra Anima season. And yeah, here we go. This was the first match. This is all post-recording because, what day is it? Thursday. I was building my defense. Also, I had to re-record this because I stupidly deleted the recording. But yeah, re-recording this because, yeah, my fault. But yeah, like I said, I had to rebuild the Astra Anima defense from the last Astra Anima season, because I wanted to get rid of Heimdallr, who, granted, is a good unit, and I still highly believe that she will be on the New Year's banner, because it just makes sense. I would like to also see a Valley Boulder duo on the New Year's banner as well, because I think that unit would be really, really strong. But I don't know what direction they'll go with it in terms of the unit selections. But I'm pretty sure Boulder will be on there. I don't know about Valley, and I'm pretty sure about Heimdallr. But we'll see how it goes. It's just a couple of days away, actually. It's so, man, December to November, the days just blend together, and you blink and it's already over. That's what happens there. But we started off Astra Anima season here against a really well-built, powerful defense. I was talking about just how threatening it is because of the threat range here from Celica, who is now, or well, there's 3 of them, Celica, Lynn, and Byleth, who cover this much range, and it's kind of annoying to deal with because the maps are so small. I don't know what possessed IS do reduce the the range on the maps in this way, or not the range, but the space on the map in this way. But that's just a game that we have now, when we're trying to play through it and deal with it as best as we can. The biggest threat on this team is actually Loki, because everything has bonuses and everything will be essentially shut down because of Loki. So all of this early part of the video, or this segment of the video, is just me trying to figure out how to avoid losing my bonuses to Loki, getting gravitied by Loki, and trying to figure out how to set the team up for the following turns, where we will then initiate into the defense. So that's really what's going on here. I was also speaking about the importance of having mid-turn bonuses. I think I mentioned it before, and I was just going over it, that it's really the next stage in the evolution of units. At some point, we're going to start getting more units that cleanse, start a turn, and start a phase bonuses, and you're really going to have to get those bonuses in the middle of the phase via either a dancer or a unit that just gives you those bonuses, in the vein of Pervy Old Man here and Lucina, who is so very, very good. This Lucina I highly value. It's interesting, she's on the same banner with Crom, but the swap is better positionally than the reposition. It kind of puts you out of the reposition. Just doesn't really allow you micro movements. You really want to get swap because it just allows you to do a little bit more and be more mobile. Reposition from Crom is a bit more aggressive. The swap is a bit more safe, and it allows you to play into these types of defense easier. Crom is probably good in terms of just being able to provide those bonuses, and I guess if you were to partner him with Alfador, you could get a lot of things done. But again, I still do not value that unit. I don't like him. But maybe he will age better than Lucina. We'll see, because he has the potential to give out more bonuses than Lucina can. But Lucina gives bonuses to the entire team, whereas Crom only gives bonuses to one unit. So there's swings there and benefits and positives to running either of them, and I think overall Lucina is the better unit because of the range of support. It's just better because you get more units to do more things, I think, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I feel like Lucina will probably age better. But we have Shez here, Winter Shez, because one thing was evident from the entirety of last light season is that we are going to need Ike counters. I think I said it when I was going over the defense replays, that Ike is the biggest problem now in the game currently, and you're going to need Ike counters to him, and this Shez here is my counter. She's able to get the job done with support, but it is possible for her to do it. So I dusted her. She's been on the bench for months. She's just not been used, but in the current meta, there are so many units that she just wins the speed check, so she's a lot of times automatically getting that damage boost because of the effective damage rather, because of being able to win that speed check. So it felt like the right moment to bring her back. She doesn't seem to be affected too much by some of the things that would influence the speed swing, but then we still have the Micaiah ring on this Lucina to help with that, to cleanse any potential penalties. Although I do lose out on an action on Lucina because of the Micaiah ring, but I can't really put it on anyone else because all of these are range units, as you can see, and if you use the Micaiah ring with the range unit, you lose mobility. You get gravitated, and I really hate gravity. I really hate it. I really hate stall, which is also a thing that's annoying. But because of those factors and how Lucina works, she's able to overcome those things with the Makai ring. The only downside is that you lose that additional swap that you would have had normally. So she's not able to get, that extra positional action, or just action well, she can still take something out, but it's more the positional action that she loses. So here we go. We have swap here, and you'll see how much it affects the matchup here against this Ike. Just immediately able to win. Granted, if he has more support, or more importantly, more visible health, or is it visible or just health overall, he will survive. More bulk, he'll probably survive. But I mean, if you just wait a couple turns, you can probably get rid of him eventually when he's by himself with less support. Which is why if I run him on defense, I typically go with either the Makai ring or the Celica ring so that he can get in your face a lot quicker. But yeah, we were able to take him out one shot there with Astra, which is the poor man's logic, the poor man's Comet. I really would like to get Comet on this Shez as well, but I only have the one Shez with it, and I think I want to keep her in Light and Dark Season for now. I don't want to waste too many blessings going back and forth, so I think I'll keep her there. And then I also have Astra on Legendary Shez. So Shez is kind of like Resurgence right now. Shez, I really personal jealousy, or is it jealousy? What's the emotion that I'm trying to present here? I don't like when people don't value Shez, because she just does so much. She does so much damage, and people just don't value how important the amount of damage that she's able to put out is. And I always think it's crazy when people say she's fallen off, or she's not good, or when they don't rank her high. She is a very, very powerful unit because of how hard she hits, and she will continue to be a very, very powerful unit because of how hard she hits for a long time, until we start getting flat damage or reduction numbers, or damage reduction that just makes her effective damage null and void, kind of like what happened with Legendary Crom, because he has the armor effective damage and he hits and it's still 0 somehow. Like, you will see the 99 and it turns into 0, and it's just the most bizarre thing. So Legendary Crom has kind of fallen off in a sense. Granted, I probably, if I were to go and update his kit, you could probably put some more numbers out, granted, but that's against armored units, and I think his kind of biggest problem is he doesn't have the same bow units don't really have access to the scowl effect the way that daggers do with the pulse smog. Granted, you could probably copy that with Lucina. Of course, Lucina is going to age so very well because of, again, how many units you can get that the support to, and the support is really, really valuable. So I think she'll age even better than Crom.
Close your eyes.
But yeah, there's elements to this team that are just not replaceable, so I think I'll be using this team for quite a while. If whenever Alphador is no longer bonus, I don't know how this team will look. Sharena is highly valuable on this team because of the additional action. I can't replace Lucina because of action economy and the bonuses, mid-turn bonuses, and that's the same reason that Veronica is here again, because of the mid-turn bonuses, because she can come in and give me that damage output swap. Is it feud, and she can get the bonuses back by swapping as well. So she just does a lot by coming in on turn 3. A lot of things that are just highly valuable. So Veronica, I don't think will be able to be replaced on this team. Golveg, the Golveg thing is extra actions, and she's the only other unit aside from Edelgard that has that gimmick. Don't know why IS is gatekeeping that particular mechanic to just these 2 units. I was really thinking that Engage would have more units that would be able to replicate, or at least one unit that would be able to replicate the Edelgard thing, but they decided to not do that. Granted, there are more units left to be released from the Engaged roster, but so far we haven't seen anyone that has that additional action mechanic. the way that Edelgard and Golvig are able to do it. They get up to what, 4 actions with the dual button now, and then new Edelgard just gets 4 if you build her, and Valentine get 4 if you build them, and I think Winter as well gets 4. So yeah, that's the standard. Deadly Miasma, Golvig is a flyer. There's just a lot of things that work in Golvig's favor here, and I don't see myself dropping or replacing her. Maybe for the new Edelgard could fit in when she's bonus emblem. Edelgard could fit in because they have a similar playstyle, being able to clear that stuff from the terrain effect. That is the thing that I like the most. But being ranged and being magic is Golvig's
As expected.
what's the word I'm looking for here? Range and magic advantage over Edelgard, because Edelgard is melee, and you can't really change from melee to because Edelgard is going to be attacking into the near save, whereas Golvig is attacking into the far save, typically always. It's just whether or not she can survive. And she has increased survivability now because of Alfador giving her all of those bonuses that just, because they all add up. Each of them, like I said, Future Focus gives 7. The one that Ike has gives like 5 to all stats, I think. There's Dosage, there's the Marth bonus that gives, I think, 7 to all stats as well. So that's like at least 20 something additional stats already, plus the additional effects that they have. So there's just a lot of bonuses that help her out. And then when you top it all off with Empathy from Sharena, you're just making a really powerful unit. So the team is really synergistic. I can't really see who I would replace to, let's say next bonus season comes, whoever's bonus for the next season comes around. I don't know who I would replace to make this team work. It's really difficult to try to figure out. Alfador, I think, will be bonus until early January. So we have that to consider. It'll be good for a while, but then after that, I don't know, man. I don't think I could probably fit Elm onto this team and put Elm into that slot that Elfer is in because of the feud, not feud, undefended. That could help out the team performance, but I can't see myself putting someone like Reagan on this team if she's bonus. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know who I would drop. I can't really put Lucina. Well, Lucina could come out on turn 3, I guess, worst case scenario, but it just means that I'd always have to wait to use this team until turn 3. Shez is kind of... Okay, so essentially if I were to replace anyone, they would have to be able to take out Ike. So that would be... Because the Shez's position is the only one that I could potentially swap out a unit for. So that could potentially happen, because that is Shez's role on this team, is to take out Ike. Similar to last week and last Astra Anima season, where we had Ninja Shez, and that was her role, to take out Ike essentially with Hardy Bearing. Now, had a little bit of a hiccup here because kind of got stuck because I broke the ice with one of Golvig's actions, and I was kind of like, what happened there? How did you get stuck? But it worked out well here because we still had some additional action economy left, and we Lin Ringed Celica here because I hadn't used it yet. So Lin Ring, and then we had the Canto from Future Focus to get away, and also the Ice to, worst case scenario, keep Heimdallr out, even though we were already out of Earth. Actually, the Ice wouldn't have worked because she can attack from 2 spaces away. But it worked out in the end, and the one major mistake that I made on this map was that I forgot to get the last pot here. So it was a big miss there because of my exuberance. I completely forgot to get the last pod, which was within reach, and I had enough actions to do so. I just completely forgot about it. So that's what I have for the remainder of the week. I have to get the remainder of all of the pots, because I don't want to play double matches, single matches suck. I really hate playing those, and hopefully I don't make any more mistakes for the rest of the week. It's kind of difficult for me to tell when Heimdallr. You know how some units, when they get their finishing move, you can tell. I haven't really figured out Heimdallr's yet.